All right. Terence Crawford and Deontay Wilder both get mocked at the same time by Kell Brook, who says that he is going to, he implies that he is looking for the same type of revenge that Tyson Fury got over Deontay Wilder. Man, y'all love some Deontay Wilder. You guys need to join the fan club. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So, man, for years and years and years, I thought that people in the UK thought that Deontay Wilder was a bum. I could have sworn that they told me that everybody he beat was garbage, that he's never done anything in his career, he's Windmill Wilder, he's not worth talking about, nobody knows him, all of that. But yet, when he loses, he becomes a national, yet when he loses, the person that wins becomes a national motivational story that you can sell throughout the world. Why is that the case if nobody knows Deontay Wilder and he's such a bum? Maybe you were full of it. And so right now is Kell Brook for the cornball little tweet that he sent out. Now, what was it? He's riding, obviously working out on his treadmill, looking at a TV screen, and in the background you hear James Brown playing the song The Big Payback, okay? Which I find very, very ironic. Because as somebody that's in America, whenever I hear people from another country that constantly beat up on Americans and talk bad about us, but yet the song that they do it is somebody straight out of the same state that Deontay Wilder is from, okay, or a state over. I think he's from Georgia, and I think James Brown might be from Georgia or South Carolina, and Deontay Wilder is from Alabama, roughly both the South, similar cultures, the whole nine. So just to me, the irony of you dogging out an American champion like you guys have done to the music of another great American that you claim you love so much, but you tear down our careers. You tear not my career. You tear down their careers with insults and foolishness and skipping out of rematch clauses and cheating and bringing in all kind of gloves and doing all that kind of nonsense. So why do I think that's important, and what does that have to do with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence? Okay. If Terence Crawford, first of all, the revenge, you're backwards over there. You're backwards, Kell. Because if you don't recall, it is Errol Spence that beat the brakes off of you at home and left you sitting there looking stupid with your eyes swole heading to the hospital. Okay? With a bunch of upset people standing all over the place like, I can't believe it. My Sweet Caroline lost. Yeah. Sweet Caroline got her behind whooped. Okay? But I could have sworn that was a Neil Diamond song or somebody insulting the United States. Ain't that what Sweet Carolina is? But anyway, at least that's what I heard. Back to the subject at hand. Let's just assume that Kell Brook really does want revenge and that Tyson Fury is his motivation. What you gonna do, Kell? You gonna cheat? Since you're looking at Tyson Fury, and that was the Tyson Fury 1 fight. He wasn't looking at Tyson Fury 2. He was looking at Tyson Fury 1. No, that was Tyson Fury 2 because he had the completely white gloves. Or did he have the red tape? I can't remember. Because one of the fights, like the one is where the glove was hanging off because you could see all that white tape underneath it. Like you could clearly see that it was moving around, right? But they fixed that for the next one, and they had double white tape. They didn't have the red tape and the white tape where you couldn't see if the glove was moving just by looking, right? So, but anyway, they fixed that. All right. And then in the second fight, he comes in and there's pictures that you can see where there's very little padding over the glove. So is that what Terence Crawford has to look forward to? The revenge? Is that how you're going to do it? Right. So Tyson Fury got his revenge by ducking out of the first rematch, right? We was ducking out of the first rematch, cheating in the second fight, and then ducking out of the second rematch. Is that what you plan to do to Terence Crawford? Because, hey, man, Terence, you do need to look out for that, okay? Just so you know. You do need to look out for that. And I'm quite sure that they will look out for that. I'm quite sure they will look out for that because who knows? Word is that Kell Brook, at least I haven't looked into it, and, you know, I don't know what I can say. A lot of stuff gets put out like that may or may not be true. But, you know, understanding is that Kell Brook isn't with Eddie Hearn, right? So, hey, Kell Brook, I'm quite sure Frank Warren would love to sign you, and you can come over here and sign a contract with Top Rank, get some options on you, right? And then, we got another UK superstar. What we'll do is we'll steal a champion, the WBO belt from Terence Crawford if it goes the distance, and then Kell Brook, Kell Brook got the belt, no problem, because you know what we'll do? We'll take it right to the UK, and it will be Josh Taylor versus Kell Brook in the UK, because that'll sell. And Terence Crawford doesn't. Okay? So when you show me this picture, and I understand how thoroughly a cheater people in the UK can be. Okay? Thoroughly cheaters you can be over there in the UK. And I'm not talking about the boxers. I'm talking about the organizations. I read UCAD's rule book. And trust me, anybody can get off of performance-enhancing drugs over there. Anybody. If you're in the UK with the rules that I read, if you're in the UK and you're not using steroids, something is wrong with you. Because all you need is a doctor's note. And after you get caught, you can get a retroactive doctor's note. That means you can go back, right? You tested positive, and then they bring you in and they say, why did you test positive? Oh, well, I had low testosterone. Somebody kicked me in the nuts 3 days before, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it affected my testosterone production I needed for the next heavyweight championship fight. Never mind that you're 23 years old. And why in the world would you need testosterone replacement at 23 years old? And why does so many people need it that you'd have to put it in a rule book? Okay? No, that is a workaround to allow football players in the UK, soccer players, from testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs, not having it be known. You can say that somebody has an injury, they turned their ankle, they twisted their knee. You don't make any public announcement. They serve their little suspension that really doesn't mean anything because nobody knew it was for steroids. So they don't even get what they should be getting, which is humiliated because everybody knows you're a cheater. No, you get to cheat and they don't tell anybody that you cheated. Okay, that's what they do over there. So Tyson Fury, he's on an interview years ago saying it. Hey, man, everybody's on it. No, Tyson, you can't possibly mean that everybody's on performance-enhancing drugs because that would mean that you're on performance-enhancing drugs. And he said, oh, no, not me. And rolls his eyes and looks up. Not me. All I do is, and he named the recreational things that he does, right? But no, man. Be careful, Terence. That's all I'm saying. Be careful, homie. Be careful. Because these guys don't have any respect for you, and they will cheat you. And think about it. There are parallels between Deontay Wilder and Terence Crawford. And that Deontay Wilder's been one of the top heavyweights, if not the top heavyweight, for years. And nobody ever gave him credit. Nobody ever said it. They were all, Anthony Joshua. And then Tyson Fury comes, who is has been suspended for multiple years for performance-enhancing drug violations, just like Dillian White has been. They come in, and all of a sudden, he's some superhero. He's this great success story and blah, blah, blah. Dude, they will do the same thing to Josh Taylor. The only thing is that Kell got to beat you first. And then Bob Arum doesn't believe in rematches, right? We don't do rematches. When you don't get your rematch clause on this voluntary fight, Terence Crawford, if he doesn't give you a rematch clause on a voluntary that you asked for, dog, you better check that stuff out. And Fanon, you're such a conspiracy theorist. Hey, dude, it's in the law. there is a criminal charge called conspiracy to do X. Right? And trust me, in boxing, don't act like there ain't a bunch of people conspiring to do things. The WBC has to be conspiring to do things with as many dumb decisions as they're making because nothing else makes sense. But that's my take in the matter. You let me know what you think. And with that, I'm out. Peace.